Hey guys, Nick McDonald. Thanks for tuning in. Latest installment to the video update where I'm trying to turn 30 grand into about $300,000 using the traders from my site forexsignals.com. You may notice this is my first update where I'm wearing some glasses. The time has come when my eyesight has deteriorated that I kind of need these to be able to read the computer screen. So I'll be wearing them from now on and hoping that we'll have the added advantage of making me seem a little bit smarter, a little bit more trustworthy, so you'll think that I know what I'm talking about. So anyway, let's take a look at the account, see what's been going on, because it's been a couple of weeks since the last update. So last update we were sitting at about 12,500. Fortunately this has grown. That was up at over 14 grand for a period. What happened is FX amplified. He was at about 117%, but took a couple of pretty big losses and is now sitting at an 80 pip drawdown on the euro dollar. Let's have a quick look at it so that you can see it in a bit more detail. You see this is that was when I was feeling pretty good, and now we're not so much, but that's alright, it's not a big deal. So he had a stellar month, 20% there. Now the thing with FX Amplified is he's changed his strategy quite a bit. He's trading a lot more. He started to do this strategy where he is buying the dollar Swiss and the euro dollar at the same time. So for those of you that don't know, they are supposed to be negatively correlated. So I don't know this for sure, but just from observing, he is looking for that correlation to step out and then to trade them both and wait for them to come back in line. So he'll say make 50 pips on one and lose 35 pips on the other, but the difference will be 15 pips. So it's like taking one trade and making 15 pips. So far he's been pretty successful with that. So a big part of the gains of the past sort of 3 weeks have been as a result of that strategy. But just going back to my overall portfolio, I'm in a bit of drawdown, as I mentioned there, with FX Amplified. There's about, what's that, about $2,500 of my $42,000, let's call it $43,000 portfolio is in floating losses at the moment. Not really the end of the day, not the end of the world, should I say. It's at about 5%. What else can we talk about? Trade Alerter. Now, you guys should know that I really like Trade Alerter, to a point where we're about to put his price up. So at the moment he's $59 a month. You get a 2-week free trial on our signals, then it's $59 a month, US dollars. That's going up to $79 a month. The reason for that is that, you know, you can see from the graph there, he's got over 14 months worth of history now. He's only had one losing month. Last couple of weeks, as you can see here, haven't been so crash hot. I would have really liked him to push up beyond that so that I could do a bit of a marketing push and get lots of people to jump on board, but it hasn't been the case. So he's down 1.5% for the month. Like I was saying, not a big deal. This guy is, I think, the most comfortable trader to follow. He's not going to make you rich overnight, but he's not going to blow your account. He's not going to put you into a stressful situation. So yeah, like he's the kind of guy, if I had $10 million, I would gladly give it to him to just churn out you sort of 1-2% a month. And as I might have shown you last time on our video, I'm doing an insane risk account, which I'll just bring onto the screen here. This one here, so it's been pretty choppy, but I'm running this at 20 times risk, so insanely risky. But it's still been fine. You know, it went up to, what's that, it's only $500 account, so if I lose it, it's not a big deal. But it went up to almost $700, and then even with the really bad run of late, and when I say really bad run, I'm not talking about a really bad run in the sake of it's gonna like put you into margin call. It's just a really bad run for this guy. Because he's just had quite a few semi-large losers by his standards. You see we got a couple of, he got burned on the Kiwi, so it's 3 40-odd pip trade losses, and then today a couple of 10-25s. But if you look back, you can see he generally churns out 5-10 pips a shot and does it very consistently. So yeah, anyway, so if you want to get on that signal, I definitely recommend it for anyone that's really serious about making money at this. But you've got to be a little bit patient. He's going to go through periods where he doesn't win, as we are seeing at the start of June. So anyway, There you go. I would expect this gradient, like this section here is when he sort of changed his style to be a little bit more safety conscious, not really trying to hit the big winners. You can see really choppy through here, but since then it's just, you know, it's the right direction, the right gradient, and the right kind of trader for me to assimilate with. So yeah, trade alerter going up to $79. That's on Friday. So definitely get on board in the next couple of days if you want to jump on board with him. FX Viper, now still doing the job, still loving it, edging up towards that 100% mark there. I know that you're all getting a little bit sick of this floating drawdown. What can I say? The market volatility has not been there. Really, that's the problem. So it's not that it hasn't been going our way. I mean, obviously it hasn't been going our way, but it hasn't been going anywhere. So I've got the CAD chart up here. I'll show you the hourly. And you can see here, let's go to the daily. It's a bit more interesting. So apart from that run up there, it's really done bugger all. Make it a bit easier to see on the mouse. So it's just like chopped around. So even if that tanked down, boom, down there, I wouldn't mind that so much because at least it'd be moving. So if these levels break, you know, I wouldn't be surprised, and don't hold me, this is just my own speculation, but I wouldn't be surprised if he flipped it around and started going short rather than long, because at the end of the day he needs to get out of this trade because he trades for a living, and if you can't get out of this trade, then yeah, he's gonna have to go get him a job at McDonald's, whatever, you know. So I only work with traders that have their own balls on the line and need to make money out of this to feed their family. And when I say make money out of this, I'm not talking about signals. I'm talking about having their own cash in a Forex account that they generate an income from. Because then I know that if he gets into a situation where that CAD tanks and he's holding these two longs, I know he's going to get out of it because he has to. There isn't really an option. So yeah, anyway. I know I've spoken a lot about that in the past with our traders, so hopefully you guys following for a while now have a bit of an idea of where I'm at. So yeah, I know this drawdown sucks, but whatever, get out of it, not worried. Who else shall we talk about? Smart Trader, nothing really to report there. Professor Algo, just very quickly, I'm probably going to ditch this pretty soon, I think. I mean, it's recovering, but I don't know, it's a bit annoying, and it's taking a long time considering the violence of the drop on that. So anyway, BKK, I get asked about this guy a lot. He had a great start, then not so great, as you can see from the drop here, and now he's starting to recover. He's back above water as a result of a basket of yen trades. He's cool to watch trade. You can see the pip gains there aren't massive. But he gets into a basket, like even if the trade's going in his favour, he'll fire another couple of bullets while he's in positive territory, which is kind of cool. You don't see many traders doing that. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to let that go for a while. You know, what's the drawdown? The drawdown's 12%, so I probably want to see that get up at 24%, really, 24%. And then I'll look to put it to the public and you guys can follow along too. He's a professional though, so I don't expect him to let me down. Joel Kruger, let's have a chat about that. How annoying is that with my FX book? I just find it rude. Anyway, Joel Kruger, we are up $2.42. If you ignore the floating drawdown, which we can't. Anyway, so he's in a Kiwi basket and an S&P basket. The S&P was in all kinds of trouble there for a while. I don't have an S&P chart here, but he was down about 18% there for a while, and now it's at about 5%. Yeah, you can't tell from this, but about 5%. So he's just betting on a big reversal in US stocks, and if it happens, when it happens, he's gonna return a really nice big windfall. So he's got about 100,000 euros of his own money trading this. So I like that he's got a lot of skin in the game, and expecting him to get the job done. Alright, so that's it. Portfolio sitting at $42,782, and we're about 13 grand worth of positive equity. It's about all there is to report, to be honest. Remember, trade alerter going up to $79 this Friday. forexsignals.com, log in, free trading room, follow our traders for free for 2 weeks on the trade copier. Come in, chat to our members, and yeah, I look forward to hopefully seeing you there. Again, my name is Nick McDonald. I'm the owner of forexsignals.com. I'll see you next time.